Hey, Dawn, notice at the start, I heard that too. At the start of the game, Aaliyah was playing up top a lot. Was that by design to maybe get their defense out of their set and open up the bottom of that lane?
I mean, we've had to play through Aaliyah as of late. She just is more calm and more poised in that situation, and we know that when we pull her away from the basket, it tends to not give her as many looks down low, and we're trying to figure out how we can continue to do that without losing that poise and that her ability to to run our offense from that space.
Greg, and then Jacob.
Dawn, what's your message to Zaya after a game like this, where she obviously starts off very hot and powers you guys early, but then cools off and finishes with 23 shots, a lot more than everyone else.
I mean, I'm telling her during the game. She makes good shots bad by changing them. Um, and it's what we've dealt with. She's taking the most shots, but she's not the only one that changes her shot. When the defense decides to either help or or bump up against us, make contact with us. I mean, we're able to shoot, get to the rim, and just get to the rim and make a regular, normal uh, toddler layup. And then her jump shots, she just changes them in midair, and it's not an effective way to score. I mean, when her feet is set, her butt's underneath her, she makes shots. When she changes up she misses shots. She's just in the habit of doing that, and it's taking a little bit longer to make that adjustment. And I just tell the entire team, we could think we can win games with Aaliyah taking, getting 4 shots. We can't. It's fool's goal if we think we're going to be able to do that. So we're going to have to force the issue and try to get her the ball in a position to score and not just facilitate. So I think we're executing that part of it as far as working through her. Now we got to you got to counter that in some way. And we did have some stuff that we wanted to work on today, but we just couldn't get to it because Ole Miss just, they force you to play a different way because they applied a lot of pressure in the full court and the half court.
Jacob, and then Matt.
Coach, you guys got to the line a lot today and made 17 of those free throws. How important is it for the team to get to the free throw line and make those shots throughout the game?
I mean, it's super important that we do that at the rate that we're missing layups. We got to have something. We gotta figure out how we can not come up with so many empty possessions. But it was good to get to the line. I probably could have got there a lot more. But I'm not the judge of that. But the times that we got there, we made them.
Matt, and then Mitch.
Coach, the season has flown by in a lot of ways. It feels like just yesterday we were the first home game wondering, all right, one home game at a time. Let's see how many we can get in. And now it's the final one. When you look back on this season and kind of reflect on the home games here at the CLA, what will you remember about this season at home?
I mean, very, very different. Like, we've built this program to where we create a home court advantage, and we didn't have that this year, and it was weird. Honestly, it was just weird not being able to generate the energy that we're used to having in this building. And although we won every game besides one, I can. And NC State won the game fair and square. But if you have 15,000 people in here, they may have given us a little bump like they have so many times in this building to win. And also the close games here. I mean, it's hard. Our players, we talked about this a little bit last week, and Destiny Henderson said it's hard. The energy is, the energy is not there. We got to figure out how to create that energy that our fans usually give us. But I'm happy that we got through a season where some people were able to come, and we sell 3,500 tickets and they're gone in a matter of minutes. We still have to be proud of that moment, and everybody was here every time that we took the floor. So, when you can look at what could have been, we're proud to say that we got through with people in the building, and we didn't hear of anybody being impacted in a negative way by coming to the games.
Mitch, and then Pete Giacobelli.
Coach, I believe it was towards the end of the second half. There was a fast break that Lily asserted herself and was able to get to the line. Obviously, you consider her a starter. So down the stretch, especially her being the lone senior on this team in tournament time and also on Sunday, how important is her to continue to make those decisions like that?
I mean, we need Lily. Her energy, her effort, her ability to get to the basket, ability to post up smaller guards, her ability to be versatile and play the post position that gives us she gives us a totally different look from Victoria, from LA, from Aaliyah. We had to go to that today. So coming down the stretch, we're going to lean on her a lot because she's been there before. She's been the postseason and she knows what to do to help us win basketball games.
Pete, and then Dick.
Dawn, it seems like every opposing coach we talk to, and Yolette said it today, talks about how tough and how physical you guys are. Not everybody wants to be tough. How difficult is it to cultivate that game after game after game?
It's pretty easy. You're either gonna play that way or sit down. And opposing coaches, if they say we're physical, I don't see us as physical as other teams. That's weird how you can get a different perspective. Like I thought Ole Miss did a great job at just giving 2 and 3 multiple efforts. And, and we out rebounded them by 15, but I'm like, if we give, another effort, we may have a lot more rebounds. So it is a process. I do think we've upped the ante when it comes to, just playing grittier and just playing in the moment and not taking not too many plays off. So we have upped the ante when it came to that, especially when our offense isn't as fluid as we would like.
Dick, and then Keith.
Can you talk about throughout the season, you've had a couple of potholes you've hit this year, but you still are getting the opportunity to play for the conference championship. But going into that game, it might be a little different role because they're ranked number 3 and you're ranked number 5. Are you going to take the underdog approach?
We are. According to how we played this year, they've played an incredible schedule. They won every one but one. When we go there, we will be the underdog, and I don't know how many people will have us winning this particular game besides us. But I like playing that role. I like our players being in that role because it gives them a little bit of oomph to continue to fight and take what they want because it's not going to be given to us.
And the last question to Keith.
Hey, Coach, so going off of that, so there have been a lot, this season has been a lot of different things, but you still got your last game of the year for a conference championship, 40 minutes. What do you feel like you need to get through to your team, and what does that 40 minutes have to look like compared to the past 2 weeks of games for you to get that championship on Sunday?
First, we don't have to play perfect basketball. That's number one. Second, I think we have to play as stingy as we played tonight and as stingy as we played against Kentucky. Different team, different concentration. We got to make sure we take care of the knowns when it comes to Texas A&M. We know that they're going to pick on certain people and matchups to take advantage of. We know they're probably playing matchup zone or zone and force us to take outside shots. We have to play our style of play. What it looks like is, we're in a flow. We're pushing the ball down the floor. The ball is finding who's supposed to shoot it. We're able to go inside out and get get everybody involved and keep the defense honest and not, if we could get single coverage, which I doubt if we will be able to do in the paint, But we got to play off of that, and we got to play through Aaliyah Boston because she's one that's unselfish and she sees the floor and she makes good decisions.